Absolute beaut. And then this goes bad. So I maintain that guy. I actually jumped him too early. Atomic drop too early there. Missed the samurai. Picked up sword. Look at that. Oh gosh, the timing on that is so ridiculous. And then I didn't have special. Once I started getting smacked by the guy, it's pretty much over. I needed to slide him, but instead I was hitting special. And now we're starting the run where I actually pull it off. Oh, I've been at the max no death for 5 months, Donovan. Maybe. It's probably been, let me think. Well, the Axel no death was last year. The Axel no death was. And then I took time off from the max no deathing so I could do submissions for games done quick. Let me pause this real quick. Is it always gonna stutter? Or maybe just the video's so big. The file's so huge, it's like hard. Has a tough time playing it. Yeah, so I took time off from the max no death. This is Anthoception all the way. And I switched to I did some speedrunning, I think, on 2, and I got a time that I really liked. Then I switched to 3, and I was playing 3 for, I don't know how long I was playing 3 for, maybe like a month or 2, month and a half at least, something like that. And my plan with 3 was to get world record time with 4 different characters and have the fastest times overall. And I ended up doing it. I mean, they've been taken back since. Not all of them. I think I still hold Zan, fastest time with Zan, I think. But yeah, King Iopa now has the fastest time with Blaze. Then, since I've done that, then SM Izumi actually took the fastest overall time with Axel. And A1 Majors got the fastest time with Shiva and Ash. Yeah. I'm not even looking at the game when I'm playing it. It's funny. I just corner of my eye play 90% of the time. I didn't get all the characters. No, I didn't get all the characters, but I got 4. I was going for like fastest speedrun times with 4 different characters. I was going for Blaze, Zan, and I wanted fastest overall time with the normal characters, which I got. And I wanted Shiva and Ash, and I got Shiva and Ash, but then A1 Major took it back. And then I was taking it back again. And then you took back Blaze, Final Crash. Hi, by the way. And then I took Blaze back again. So there was a lot of... I mean, it was a good thing because it really pushed me to... And I think it pushed all of us to get the best times possible in 3, but... You gotta beat Remake now on Mania. Yeah. Get the video sound on a bit. Oh, you want the video sound on a bit? Well, the thing is I'm gonna be talking. It's gonna be weird. That might be too low. No, I can't even hear myself. It's, what do you think of that sound? Does that sound up to your standards there? Just don't quite get This is the, yeah, I got it. This is it. We're watching it right now. I like watching the runs because I go into this mode of like, I can't believe I just pulled this off, and I need to watch it to actually start feeling like I actually did it. I got so close to not getting this. Oh, that was so nerve-wracking. I'll make it through this time, Make it through this time. deal. Yeah, well, what I did was I stopped I stream and record at the same time. And then I stopped my recording. And then just opened up the video file. So we're watching the video file right now. And then I just restarted my recording for this. Yeah, that's kind of basically what I does. What I do's. So was I, Zallard. So was I. I was like, the thing is, I didn't get the good start on Mr. X. And if you don't get the good start on Mr. X, I have very, very few successes when I don't immediately get Mr. X up top shooting, so I can get that free atomic drop on him. I have very few successes. Yeah, I had one on Friday. On Friday, I went long. There's me talking. And I died on the elevator. Oh, you remember when it was 25 per stream? I remember when it was like, you know... I remember when it was 10 per stream. But they were my favorite 10. No. What? Who were the 10? I don't know. But yeah. You know, sometimes we get Alex Marinov jumping in and King Iopa would jump in. There's like some really like old school originals of the community. Is this the Barbin fight where I almost die? Or was that another one? Look at me. You can tell you can tell how bad I'm doing by how much I'm paying attention to the game. Look at me right now. I'm in the Barbin fight and I just can't take my eyes off the screen. Like, look how annoyed I am. This is a look of Anthopants being annoyed right now. Holy cow! It's not that I almost die on the Barbin fight. I almost die on the first boss in the no death run. Oh, that's a little embarrassing. Yeah, I had one on Friday. Who is this amateur? I'm trying. I got to up my 7 game. I think my 7 game just isn't where it should be. This is me talking about upping my 7 game. I've been trying to focus on 8 and I'm getting nowhere with it. So I may as well just focus on my 7. You ain't got to up your 7 game anymore, Brahan. Yeah, well, then you know what I mean? Then at least I'll have more shots at 8, and it's like that's it. That's like my current strat is that just beat 8 through the numbers. That's it. Just play the numbers game. I'll get to 8. All this stuff is just you know. Now that I'm looking at that cut on my nose, does look pretty gnarly. It doesn't look as bad in person. It looks like the webcam kind of overemphasizes it. In person, it just looks like a scrape, but on webcam, it looks like I got in a fight with a tiger or something like that. Oh, just went right past me. Flame Wars in this run, there wasn't. We didn't have any Streets of Rage 2 versus 3 Flame Wars. We may have had it. I don't know. We were talking about it earlier. Oh, I just slid right through the bike. That was beautiful. Totally complete accident, but you can use the iframes from the blitz move to go right through one of the bikers coming at you. That's what I did there. Just went right through the biker. Wow. Does my hair always look this majestic? I mean, I don't want to toot my own horn or anything like that, but that is some majestic hair right there. Look at how majestic it is. Look at that. Oh, I look like Simba, you know, about ready to take over the Pride Land. Like, yeah. Okay, come on, Scar, you know. I'm basically Scar and Simba mixed together, because I've got that scar on my nose now. This is what happens. Let's see you no death hard mode, Streets of Rage 3. What? Final Crash has no death hard mode on Streets of Rage 3. Hey, Fox Magoo. I want to get through 7 today. Skimba? What? I'll get through it. Fox Magoo? What? I'll get through it. Yeah, I did. I just pulled off the no death Mania with Max, so this is me doing a commentary over it. It's a bad commentary, but that's okay. These first levels, like, I mean, I don't even focus during these first levels. I'm basically just I'm like half paying attention, randomly reading chat, and wow, Donovan was right. I do the eye thing. My eyes just like flick back and forth across the screen really fast. That's the trick. That's how you get it done. You had a competition with G-Source? What were you guys trying to do? Yeah, what competition? Like playing Streets of Rage? Thanks. Right, let's get the quick kill. Thanks, Dodge. Stog. 007, I appreciate it. Yeah, no death. Mania with Max from Streets of Rage 2 beta. With the wonky Frankenstein Max. Thanks, Retro Feels. I wonder if Streets 4 will have... Yeah, I played the Streets of Rage 2 beta. There is no, I don't think, difficulties in it. I don't remember there being difficulties, and it is actually pretty easy. I don't think I'd have too much trouble getting a no-death, and it's only one level as well. The way the enemies work together... Actually, you can't no-death it, because I think Barbin just continuously respawns, or something like that. There's something weird about it where you can't actually end it. I thought. Maybe I'm wrong about that. A Streets of Rage competition would be cool. Yeah, I agree. Would be cool. The only problem is who could beat me. That's, you know, that's really it. I don't know. I actually think King Iopa might come out on top if we had a Streets of Rage competition, since his one playing is better than mine. You did not like 3 at all, huh? 3's good. How much of a chance did you give 3? Like, have you actually played through the game? Congrats. How do we celebrate? We're doing it right now. I don't know if I thank you for the follow, Red Mage Dobie. I don't know if I did. If not, thank you for the follow. I know that was a little bit ago. And thank you, Altesen Reese. Thank you for the follow as well. Sorry if I'm missing this stuff. Tom, yeah, Tom, I totally missed the 300 bits. Take my money. Yeah. Thank you, Tom. I think I got Yuki Onic. But yeah, sometimes I do, you know, I get a little excited and I start missing stuff. Sorry about that. One of the least common non-boss enemies in the game, losing only to Jack. Yeah, these are, you know, these first levels, these aren't the too exciting parts. It's pretty rare I die on the first, I mean, I do die on the first 3 levels, but usually it's because I'm playing bad and not necessarily like I'm trying not to die and I still die. That's pretty rare on the first 3 levels. Is that 3? 4 is typically where it starts getting... There's 3 Jacks in the whole game? It starts getting ramped up, or even if I'm trying, I can fail on 4. Is that right? Yeah, these are the first, the first reruns. Yeah, your 15-year-old footage of the no damage mania. Is that a task run, Brickman, or are you just messing around? Jack. So Vihilitz is 1, obviously. Jack appears 3 times. Oh, here's where we were actually trying to figure out like how many times, the different enemies appear. And then we came up with Vihilitz. Vihilitz is a 1-time. And then Shiva is a 1-time. Out of like people that aren't technically bosses. Both of them, I guess, could be considered mini bosses though. And then Jack is 3 times, and yeah. So the only 1-time guys are Vihilitz, which is that alien, and in this level, Shiva and Mr. X. Those are the only 1-time enemy types that only show up once. So, wow. Bad ninja start. No big deal. I wonder how I handled 4. I don't remember if I did good on it or not. I was having varying results today. Like, sometimes on 4 I would have a single hit left, and other times on 4 I'd have like 90% of my health. And I don't really remember how 7 went at this point either. I don't remember if I had a good jet setup or a bad jet setup.
7 has 3.
Final lag 3. Do a Deathless Run on Final Fight Arcade. Oh gosh.
12 Electras? I counted 12.
If I was gonna go for Deathless again in a game, I don't know. I mean, there's a part of me that would want to stick with this one and go Blaze rather than like switch to another game and try Deathless on that. Even though I don't know if it would be easier or harder to do a, like at this point, to just switch to Final Fight and try and do a no death on Final Fight Arcade, as opposed to just no deathing with like Blaze or Skate or something like that. Oh, you love to see Blaze, yeah. I don't know. I mean, my experience from going from Axel no death straight into Max no death is that don't do that. That's my experience with it. So, if I ever do decide on Blaze, it's definitely going to be down the road. Really, the next step is to start speedrunning with Max, to go back to speedrunning, but I don't even want to go like crazy into that. I just want to do it,
So
get myself back into shape, and yeah, kind of almost do it. Not put in like full streams of speedruns of it either. I don't want to drive myself crazy.
You gotta be kidding.
So I'll have to kind of figure out what other games I want to mess around with.
Eventually I'll, pick up my game. Yeah, but how many signals are there?
We have to have time for columns. We gotta get that columns in. Yeah.
Who's gonna do the counting on that?
We talking about columns 1, or are we talking about the Peter Pants columns 3? See, here's Vihilitz. He only pops in one time in the game. He works completely differently than any other enemy type in the game as well. Whereas, like, the jets kind of are in the air, but they have a shadow underneath, which shows you where they are. Vihilitz actually doesn't work that way at all. He just...
You know all the Electra names?
He's not like actually on like a level on the vertical.
Is Electra one of them?
It's just you either can hit him or you can't hit him.
Metal.
So his head is either too high up for your attack or too low for your attack. So you have to kind of line yourself up with like where his head is, as opposed to him actually being on a level. He's just more like in the front of the screen. Yeah, everyone's talking about Vihilitz being one of a kind here.
2 Abadivis and 2 bears. Whoa.
Ah, Fight and Rage. Oh yeah.
Is the only one of a kind in this game. Shiva. There's only one Shiva.
Axel is Cody's dad.
Vihilitz, Shiva, and
Playing on turbo mode is painful for you now. On Fight and Rage, yeah, I kind of like the turbo mode. Thank you, Spiderweb. Thank you, Spiderweb, for the follow. I appreciate it. Spiderweb, Spiderweb.
What's up,
does
Jake?
everything that
Hey,
Spiderweb can. What? Where was it where I was doing all the impersonations? That's not on this run, is it?
Jay is my
That was like way earlier on.
My ninja.
See, if you're running this game on Mania, this is why it's a bad idea to watch me play Mania if you're new to Mania. Because you don't actually want to do what I'm doing, which is just pulling the screen all the way, and I'll have 5 guys on screen. Like here, I'm pulling to these guys. Now I'm continuing to pull. I'm gonna have like maximum guys on screen. Well, this is only 3, but anyway, it's just I'm always pulling extra guys, and usually your first time on Mania, you're learning how to pull one guy at a time. You don't always need to
Electra's
do that,
the first
but
one?
it's good to know how to like pull one guy at a time. Here I'm just getting wrecked. This is also why I get wrecked so often too. It's just being impatient, playing the game.
Are you just
fast.
saying Electras? These are the Electras.
Yeah, I mean, what's next for this game is I'm going to be
Whole bunch of,
speedrunning max.
what's
I want to get...
whole bunch of Shivas and Streets of Rage 1? Yeah, that's true. I don't know if those guys...
Ideally, what I'd like to do is beat Gale Dog's task time.
I don't think they're actually
Gale Dog did a segmented run in this
unless that was
game,
their intention.
where he just pieced together all of his best segments. He was in it. He had about like a 42-minute
Yeah.
run. So currently my time for this game is like high 46-minute. But if I can get into the 42-minute run and actually get towards like, you know, towards the time of that one, that would be nice. I don't really know though. Like I'm curious to see how I would do. But yeah, that is kind of my plan for, at least for this game, what I'd like to do next. I don't know. And then I might just mix in some other stuff too. Maybe I'll mix in some other games and run some other stuff for a little bit as well. I don't really want to go crazy on this game for a while at least. Who knows? Maybe I'll never go crazy on this game again. You don't know, because it's like...
Great job with the health, brah. Great job with the health.
Like, getting the achievement is... It kind of makes me forget how much trouble it was getting it, but I do remember how much trouble it was getting it, and I don't want to go crazy again. I don't want to do it.
It's like my first time playing the game.
You want the No Death Streets of Rage 1?
It's my first time. It's my first time, guys.
Run Batman and Babin. Run the Batman game, brah. That's because there are birds. I have a bird's nest literally right outside of my window. And I keep my window open so my room doesn't get so hot that I die. But yeah, like, so there's just the birds, little birds chirping away non-stop. And then there's also like an ambulance siren and all sorts of stuff. Oh, Nintendo dude just got auto-modded. Tutorial on speedrunners. No death fit. It's not that difficult. Yeah, there's a lot of people that have done no deaths on Streets of Rage 1, which is why I never like pushed for it. I just figured it's something I could do. I kind of like doing the stuff that I feel like is a little bit more on the obscure elite side of things. Like, yeah, no one's done this one, or only a couple people have done this, and then I go for it. I'm gonna see what this 4 elevator looks like. I'm hoping it's one of the good ones, just so I look like a boss. Let's see. Do a little setup here. I'm gonna nudge down, yeah. Get the... Nope, didn't hit everybody. Oh, jeez. Yeah, normally I like to just smack everybody all at once, and then I can just loop them. But it didn't work this time. That's okay. Wow, none of this is going good. Okay. Not only was the first section sloppy, the first samurai section is sloppy too. Yeah, then I'm gonna push back towards my position that I like. Let's see how I handle this section. Okay, haven't gotten hit so far. Yeah, oh, jeez. Wow. Alright, so 3 slop sections. This is it. This is what, the level of play you get. That right there, that slide, oh man. That guy will kick you in the face, and I use the iframe from the slide to dodge the kick. I tried that earlier today, and I missed it. Okay. Oh, that's right. I got lucky. That's right.
What?
That was the luckiest
That was like,
samurai section I
see,
think
that's
I've
what,
ever had.
good
Like ever.
RNG looks
Where they
like.
all got
You
in
can
on the
see
atomic
bad
drop.
RNG
That
all
was
day
just
long. That's what
embarrassing.
good RNG looks like. Where something stupid like that happens.
Just
You
embarrassing.
just hand it to me.
Abadidi, I do this pretty normal. This is kind of safe.
I got lucky there.
Little bit safe, on the safe side the way I do this. It's just what I'm comfortable with, where I rarely fail when I use this strat, which is just letting him kind of get up, having his invince wear off, and then going in with the down elbow. But then here I'm like, oh, oops. Wow, this is some sloppy playing. And this guy has 2 no deaths in this game? This guy has 2 no deaths? Yeah, that is sorry, Maddie. Sorry, I'm trying not to do the sloppy stuff. Do I still need your tips on Mr. X? I think we're done with that one.
Bongo 3 is American.
He's tough though, right, Donovan? I mean, it's not just me, right?
Yeah, don't let that
Like Mr. X with Max is one of the toughest fights in the entire game. It actually might be the toughest. It might be the toughest section in the whole game, getting through Mr. X with Max. Like if we're considering each section of 7 its own thing, like the jet section's its own thing and the ninjas are its own thing, I think Mr. X is tougher than any other section of the game. He's just incredibly difficult to get through. I do a slops job here, but that's okay. I've got full health, so it doesn't matter.
No, they have not released any more Streets of Rage 4 info. I kind of wish...
You prefer down airing over body
like
slam trigger? The body slam trigger...
How long has it been since PAX East?
I don't necessarily mind it, but you do have to be really good timing-wise, because if you mess it up, he'll hit you, and then if you mess that up, he'll suplex you, and then it's like, well, there goes like 60% of your health. So he can pretty much one-shot you with the body slam trigger, which is why I rarely use it. And he doesn't always do it either. He kind of will fake you out with the body slam, where you're like, I'm in perfect position, how come he's not body slamming me? And he just doesn't feel like doing it.
It's been months, yeah. I feel like...
You do body slam because you don't know how to fight with them, yeah.
I kind of wish they'd give us something. Because it gets to a point where there's days that I don't even think about it, you know? Like I'm like, oh yeah, that's right, Streets 4 is coming. It's just kind of
perfect jump
timing. It goes for so long, it just exits my mind. You don't really want that happening. Yeah, if it's jumping out of
There's a
my
small
mind,
window where his
it's gonna be
uppercut
jumping
can
out of a lot of
miss,
people's
like in
brains.
2. Oh, you're talking about remake, sorry. Talking about remake, Antho. Step back, yeah. Back off, Antho. Back off, you're out of your element. It's a remake thing, so you won't understand. Porky Pig, where did that come from, Nintendo, dude? Max, when it's so cute to finally do it. I'm not sure. I'm in the, I do have my timer going. You guys don't see it, but I do have my splits timer going, and one of the things about it is that it does keep track of my runs.
You guys are, everyone's just always
And,
trouble around here, you know?
I've done about 800 runs with Max, over 800 runs with Max on my splits counter, but, you know, a lot of those are speed runs. I'm not 100% sure how many of those are going for no deaths. Probably at least somewhere in the 400 to 500 range are probably no death attempts.
I don't know. I think 3...
Maybe even more than that. Maybe even like 6. You know, like 400 to 600 attempts at no death.
Like, yeah, gameplay awesome.
And that's just
Music
during
awesome.
my streams. That
3
doesn't count like
is-
any of the practice runs that I do
like music
when I'm not streaming. So it's you know, yeah.
That's the way I felt about 3 when I first played it.
I deserve an Oscar. An Oscar for what? Be right back to talk about anything. Yeah. Hemming Bardo, you missed it? Yeah. Yeah, sorry about that. We are watching it right now, though. Yeah. We're watching it. I'm gonna do been just doing a little commentary over it. Nothing, you know, too exciting. We're just kind of messing around with the talk during this stuff because I've been so successful. Slavacious, thank you for the host. I appreciate it. I've been so successful at getting through 1 through 6. I failed 4 quite a bit. I probably failed 4 just as much as I got through 4 on Friday. Then today I failed 4, I think 2 or 3 times, at least twice. So, but yeah, I've been really successful at getting through 1 through 6 to the point where it's like, you know, I'm almost just half paying attention the whole time. Then I spend pretty much all of 7-1 getting into, okay, now I actually have to start focusing and paying attention to the game. I like get myself back into that mode, that focus mode that I just haven't been in for like, you know, like 40 minutes of playing, where I'm just going through the motions basically. Hey, I hope it was worth it. We'll find out, you know. We'll find out. It's really nice. I mean, it feels really good getting it. It feels really good. It's something I wish it didn't take me 18 no death level 1 through 7s to get. This was my 18th time having a no death 1 through 7. I wish it didn't take that many.
The game gets really
you know,
good.
I was good enough to do it my first time getting a no death 7. I was good enough to do it, and I was a little out of practice at that point because I was just coming off of Axel, but I still had the skill to do it, and it's kind of a testament to how difficult level 8 is with Max. It's just a monster level with Max. And, I mean, we all know how tough 7 is. 7 obviously is still more difficult than 8, but, yeah. And, you know, I was doing Mr. X, I was trying different strats against them, and I ended up just going back to an older one that I'm used to, that I'm comfortable with. I don't remember if I pull Bear down or not. I don't know.
Shiva's your least favorite?
No, I don't think I pull him down.
I don't know. I kind of like playing as Shiva. It's
annoying doing the punch spam over and over again. I can fight Bear and read chat at the same time. It's just me. But I'm like not even looking at the screen.
And you can usually just go from like a punch spam straight into the final crash move, which does tons of damage.
It's just, yeah, it's funny watching me. Like, I'm not even looking at the screen, and I know what I'm like. I do the sword throw, and I don't even look at the screen.
The Ash playthrough, yeah.
I'm just corner of my eye playing. Ridiculous.
I've done quite a few Ash.
Anthopants is a ridiculous person.
Okay.
I don't know. I think what I have to do, if I want to get invited back to a Games Done Quick, is I gotta kind of like diversify my my speedrun portfolio. You know, like I gotta be doing like Streets of Rage 2, obviously, because it's just my game. And then I have to mix in other games that just haven't been run yet, like little short, rinky-dink games that I can end up. I'll just find something nobody's played, and I'll just wreck that. I'll do like 2 of those. Has anyone done Dynamite Duke? See, if no one's done Dynamite Duke at a Games Done Quick, and if like no one's planning on, you know, submitting it, the run, I'll just do a Dynamite Duke run. I'll do one of those. I'll find another game that's like a little rinky-dink game that I can beat real quick. I'll have that, and then those will just be my backup games, you know. Can you sit on the couch if I make it? If you're there. If you're there and I'm playing Streets of Rage 2 or a game that you're familiar with, Donovan, yeah, I'll totally have you on my couch. But I'll be telling you to I'll be yelling at you the whole time, Donovan. Like, left, Donovan, left, Donovan, 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 the whole time. Yeah, I already did a no-death Streets 3 with every character. I mean, there's still some things I can do in Streets of Rage 3. You know, I mean, there's actually a lot of things I can do in Streets 3, both from a speedrunning standpoint and from a no-death standpoint. But I just don't wanna. No, I'll just leave it to other people to do. I mean, but I do have a no-death with every character in 3. Come on! Look at that bird just chirping nonstop. We can hear double bird chirping if I put up the volume on this. Yeah, that's just it. Like, I can do City Hall deathless runs. I can do... I don't know if I've done deathless runs with all the super characters. And then, you know, I only have, like, one world record speedrun left. I think A1 Major has taken back all the Game Genie / super characters. And, between King Iopa and SM Izumi, I think all the normal characters, the 5 normal characters, have all been retaken. Other than Zan, I still have Zan, I'm pretty sure. I should go to Japan to play Streets of Rage 4? Why? Why? How does that even make any sense?
Giant Donovan boss, where he actually does look like Vin Diesel.
Turtles in Time Arcade. I prefer Turtles in Time on the SNES, Vlood. And I don't think I've even done a 1 credit. I have done a 1 credit, but I haven't done it on stream. So I don't have like a video of it. But I have done a 1 credit before. But I don't even have like a 1 credit of it. So if I was to do Turtles in Time, I think I would go Turtles in Time on the SNES. I know people have been... someone, I don't remember who it was. It might be you, Blue. Someone was going for a Turtles in Time Deathless. I don't know how that went. The arcade Turtles in Time Deathless has never been done, and someone was going for that. I don't know if that happened or not. Super hang-on speedruns, yeah. Look at that. Get the super hang-on speedrun.
So you can tell he's a boss Donovan. He's still a Donovan, but he's a boss Donovan. Like
Serious Antho Game Face. What's up, this crown?
And his name is Donovan Diesel.
I don't think L-Rock was going for it. L-Rock had played Turtles in Time Arcade and Turtles in Time on the SNES. He plays it, but I don't think he was the one who was actually going for the Deathless. I don't recall it being him. HDL did it? Was he the... Were other people going for it too, or was HDL kind of going for it? And he ended up pulling it off. That's really cool that he pulled it off, by the way. I'm gonna have to try and find that video. Super Hang-On Arcade Europe, do it. He did it on hardest with Michelangelo? Oh. Why'd he go Michelangelo? Because he has the most health?
I don't know. Do you think they're just gonna revamp everybody?
Arcade and SNES are very different. Like yeah, they are very different. I played them both. I played through both of them.
They're using everything as sort of like an outline.
Do a column speedrun. We're leaving the column speedrun to Donovan. I'm waiting for Donovan, the little jerk, to start like taking over the column scene. But the thing is, the problem with columns when you speedrun it is that you have to pee your pants first before you do a speedrun of it. Otherwise, it doesn't count. And you got to show it on camera too. Like, you gotta get world record and then like jump up and be like, hey, and show that like you've got quite literally, you just peed your pants. That's what you have to do for columns. Did I watch my successful 7s after stream? No, I didn't. No, actually I did, yeah, because I was making videos of all of them. So yeah, I saw every single one of my successful 7s. I wasn't really doing too much analysis of them. I kind of know, I for the most part know what I'm doing on 7. It's like if the strats show up, it's like great. 7's, it's almost not that hard when the strats show up, but the strats rarely show up. So then it was more improving, and I'm usually just logging, like when you're improving, I'm just like looking at it and logging minuscule mistakes where I'm like, okay, my timing on this was a little off. I tried this strat and that was really dangerous and it didn't work, or I tried this strat and it was really dangerous and it did work, but like what are the chances of me getting that timing again? Might be really low. So we're getting really close to 7 here. But yeah, see, I'm still in like goof off mode. And then once I get into 7, I start to focus. Just like I'm going to right now. She got hit with a pipe one too many times. You don't come back from that many pipe blows to the face. Draw an official poster of the achievement here. Hyperstone Heist is, I mean, you can't really say Hyperstone Heist and Turtles in Time are even remotely the same game. They're very similar games, but they are very different games. Yeah, they're very different. It's almost easier to, like, if you're saying Turtles in Time is like Turtles, what, 4, I think? If Turtles in Time is Turtles 4, Hyperstone Heist is Turtles 5. That's more apt, I think. I just let the guys belly flop me, and I'm like, alright, I'll just flip around and punch spam you. I don't even care, guys. I don't even care.
That was kind of funny.
Do a little slidey. Get the guy. See, I'm like trying to like get myself in the zone a little bit. It's me getting annoyed at myself. This is like, I'm still playing really slops magops. It's like, this is really what I use 7-1 for, is like to get a sense of where I'm at. Where I'm like, okay, where am I at, like, mentally here? Do I need to start, like, upping my focus and, you know, kind of leaving all the little frustrations and all the things I've been doing earlier, just leave all that stuff behind, you know? You go into this, like, weird focus mode. The Blue Savior, thank you for the follow. Yeah, for those of you who don't know, we are watching the no death run that I just pulled off like an hour ago. I just pulled off the no death with Max on Streets of Rage 2 Mania.
Okay.
So this is my second character for no death. I was the first one to have a no death in this game. I did it with Axel, and after I did it with Axel, I was like, well, I'm just not satisfied because Max is my favorite character and he's my main character, and I wanted to get it with Max, so I kept pushing for it. And it was driving me kind of crazy because it's outlandishly difficult. But I finally pulled it off. So we are going to be going into 7 Elevator very soon. And 7 Elevator is the hardest. It's the hardest section of the whole game, by far. Then 8 is very difficult as well. With Axel, 7 is harder to get through with Axel than with Max. 7's a lot easier with Max. Then it gets flipped. 8 is very doable with Axel. And then 8 is actually very difficult with Max. So it's like, whereas with Axel, I was pushing for that victory on level 7, and the first time I got my level 7 victory, I blew through 8. I almost died on 8, but still, I you know, I crushed 8. I knew I was going to beat it too. I just knew I was going to do it. But with max, I kept beating 7. This is my 18th time where I beat 7 during this run, and I kept losing on 8. It was like just over and over again losing on 8. It was driving me nuts, but it's just the way it is with max. It's you don't have, like with Axel, you can get to the point where you're gonna 100%, like 10 out of 10 times for the most part, about the same degree that you can on 4 elevator. You can get through 8 elevator with Axel. You can pull that off, but with max, it just doesn't work that way. Like you can be playing your best and still lose 8 elevator with max. And the Mr. X fight, I got so good at it with Axel, I knew it was going to happen, but with max, it's just the exact opposite. Like, it didn't matter how good I was getting at the Mr. X fight, I was still losing to him. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Let's see what happens to my face here. Uh-oh. Jeez. Jeez. I got some wild eyes, I'll say that much. My eyes are just... I just am a wild looking dude. Got that scowl going. I could be like a Disney villain, honestly. They could make a Disney villain out of me. Alright, we got the 2 guys. I do like killing one of the guys first, but my assumption was that they're both at the exact same health. So a lot of times their health gets off kilter, and then it's tough to know. Like, I want to turn around, I want to kill him, turn around immediately, and get set up for this. Boom. And then here I think I messed this up. I think I get hit by the guy. Yep, boom, there it is. I hit floor. I wait a little bit, do a backwards jump. And then, yeah, sent that guy there. Trying to get the guys down below. And this part's like ridiculously hard. And now I'm going to have that Donnie up top. Yeah. And then I just got to try and maintain both of them at the same time. Do I get hit here? No, yeah, I got lucky with him backing off of me. And that's it. At this point, it's just, there's no point in even trying to turn around and do anything else. And I'm doing long hits on him. Kind of like this forward hit towards him, because it sends him far enough back where he's going to Superman dive in. And then I'm like, okay, I still got 2 guys down below. Maybe I can maintain this. But I think I lose it at some point. Yep, there it is. And now it's just, this is free-for-all. This is just a free-for-all now. Do I grab turkey before... Gosh. Yeah, I grab turkey before I even go into the ninja section. Yeah, some of these iframe dodges, this is just like, if you look at my face, like I'm in really peak focus mode here. I can't do these dodges if my brain is functioning. I have to go into like full focus mode and just use reflexes. Like, it's like basically like muscle memory, like survival mode. Sword's in a good spot. Yeah, now it's just protect sword. And I'm like, okay, well, if I, you know... And I just realized, like, alright, if I protect sword, I'm probably going to get murdered. I have to kind of... It's a good slide. Boom. Boom. Yeah. And now we're into this. Boom, right away. Getting the hits. I know there's another dude coming. Yeah, I know that little guy got hit, like, in a weird spot. If they're lined up with me, and I hit them, they'll get stuck kind of like on the back wall that you can't see back there. But if they're kind of off my level a little bit, and I hit them, I can tell, like, okay, he's not going to get stuck on the back wall. He's going to kind of, if he's off level, he's going to want to move towards me. And this is why I'm like, got this face right now. Because that kickboxer that I hit was just a little off, and I'm like, is he going to push forward towards me or not? And then Once I get that sense of like, okay, they're not going to. Let's just hit and move. Hit, move a little bit back. Try and time it. Once the grenader pops, I know that I'm going to get another little guy coming. So 3 grenaders pop, and then you'll get, what's his name? Hail, maybe? So this guy goes away, yellow goes away, hail comes up. Boom, there's hail. Now, there's an extra grenader, and when he doesn't pop, I know there's an extra that I need to kill a guy, which gets kind of dangerous, because then I'm like walking forward and backing off. So here's this guy, and then Gale pops, and then Gale's the last dude. Last dude. And now I've got everybody pinned. And I'm just inching forward, making sure that like I actually have Gale pinned, and I'm not like gonna mess up on him. And then now it's like, this guy's gonna be the last dude. I wait for the elevator to move. Yep, okay. Get into position on this now. And that's it. The back of the sword swing hits Jack. Got lucky there. That the timing just, like, for turning around, smacking the guy in the back, smacking the guy in the front. But yeah, back of the sword swing hits Jack behind me, and then he'll get stuck back there so long as he's lined up with me. Sometimes he doesn't, and then he'll come forward and kill me. I'm in dead range right now. If I get hit, any hit won't kill me. Pretty much just about any hit. I get rid of sword. He comes. I know I've got special, so I can special through the knife throws. Boom. And I'm counting them. 4 lined up with the other one, and then there's 6. Then I'm like, I don't want to let him go because I'm so close to dead, and I know I can slide him. And so long as you can slide continuously, you got him. If you don't slide continuously, like if I slide and I stutter, he might have a shot at punching me. Anybody count? But I know how to like do, I don't know if it's frame perfect slides, but I know how to like slide and grand up or like, you know, basically at the almost exact moment that I need to. But I do not like sliding because it is a little bit tougher on the hands, and then you have to go into 8 with your hands a little bit worn out. And we still have the robots, which is a little bit of punch spamming. I'm still in dead zone here because it's like the robots explode on me. I'm in so much trouble if one robot decides to explode on me, or if I'm moving, trying to gain position on robots, and I accidentally grab one of them, because where this knife is, that closest knife right below me is, I can't hold my normal position, which means I'm almost positive to have robots land behind me, but I don't think I end up getting them behind me. This is one of those situations where, like, if I move, like this robot, if I move and grab him, he's going to electrocute me, and I think that kills me with this much health. And then if one explodes, if I lose one, and he's got very little health, and he lands on top of me and explodes, I die. So you'll notice I'm, like, all the way left, so I can just get them started. Then Max's hitbox is so big that if you're all the way left, when they explode, you'll get hit. So then I move off of the left. I move just a tiny bit off of the left, where like you can see my knee is just going a little bit past screen. I could be a tiny bit farther back. I probably could be a tiny bit closer as well, but this is really good positioning for these guys. And then I'm not letting up, you know, like I'm more relaxed here, but I'm not letting up because I know like this, I could get killed here. And there we go. 18th time that I've no death. Right. 1 through 7 live on stream. Let's go get that no death. And now we're going into 8. I think I said there, like, let's get the no death. So I'm basically playing into my arrogance, you know? Because I don't want to lose, and I don't like saying like I'm gonna get this and then lose. It bugs me. So I'm like, all right, let's use some of my worst qualities against myself. Like if I'm arrogant, let's use my arrogance against me so I can get this thing. There's a point where I actually start activating my anger. When I start getting really focused, I think it's once, it might be a little bit before, I mean, I'm kind of going into it right now a little bit, but once I get into 8 elevator, you're going to see like, I start getting angry, and I've played the game so much, I don't need to use the rational part of my brain to play the game. I need to use my reflexes. And in order for my reflexes to be top notch, and that like kind of fight or flight, let's get this done part of my brain to get things done, I don't like. Anger actually works better. Anger's not going to work good if you're not used to the game, but with how well I know the game, I can get angry and it just increases everything for me. Oh, we got a follower, Dolopus. I think I totally missed that one. See, I miss all this stuff because I turned the volume off on you guys. But yeah, the bear is just... Here it is, look at my face. You can see, like, I'm getting angrier and angrier, and I'm intentionally doing this. I'm intentionally making myself angry because I know it's going to increase my reflexes. I know it's going to increase them. And then if you watch this fight, you're going to be like... Boom. 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 Just stupid. Just stupid. And there's a part of me that's like, okay, we got this. Let's let up. And I'm actually like going further into it. We're like, no, we're not letting up. I have to like, because that conscious part of me wants to be like, all right, let up, dude. Like, we did a good job. And like, but that other part of me that's like, no, dude, we gotta like stay focused. It's not gonna, there's no let up. We don't let up until we're done. And this fight is just incredibly difficult. Here I move, yeah. Oh, I don't get hit there. Okay, that was pretty nice. Here I get hit, yeah. Time that wrong. And there I grabbed the wrong dude. Got the jump off, and I know I can get the. I know I can jump again, and he's gonna go for the uppercut and miss. And now it's like, yeah, I'm going even deeper into it. This is why it took me so long afterwards to like calm down. I'm like activating that crazy instinct mode that humans have, where you just start shutting off stuff that you don't need. You don't need your legs when you're playing video games. Right there. See, last time, this same thing happened, and he suplexed me. And this time, I was prepared for it. I was like, alright, like, if I hit and I don't, and I catch a little bit, like, next to him, I'm gonna just let off that special, just to make sure I don't get wrecked. This went good. Boom. And now it's like, I'm gonna have full health going into this next section. And I look, it's like, I'm doing good, and I look more and more angry the farther I go into this. This is just... Yeah, this is just, you know... This is just trying not to get hit. That's all that is. Just don't get hit by these little guys. Keep as much health as you can. If I got hit by one of the little guys, I wouldn't have made it. Even a tap would have killed me. The Shiva fight's just, you know. This is just a normal thing. I use this strat. There's a lot of strats against Shiva, but I use this strat because it's the least amount of Shiva being loose and without him doing damage to you. Like, there's moves where, like, you let Shiva hit you and then you can do whatever, like, atomic drops and stuff. But then you're taking damage, so... In this, when he's getting up, if I'm timing it right, I'm going to get the hit off on him. I'm going to do damage. And then so long as I'm lining up right and my positioning is good, I should be able to get him with these, where he comes in with its final crash. And here we go. Here's the Mr. X fight. I mess up the beginning. Boom. He comes at me. Oh, yeah. See, a complete mess up on the beginning. So rare if I mess up that beginning that I actually have a victory, and I know it. Like, I know the chances are super low for me to pull this off. And then I get hit, and I'm like, my health is like, this is it. If Mr. X hits me one more time, I'm dead. He hits me, I'm gone. Boom, boom. Got lucky there that he didn't come at me. This is luck. There's some luck involved in this. Boom, I totally missed him. I've got nothing. This is a tap. I think I might be able to take a single hit. Maybe not. Nope, I can't take any hits at all. Yeah, this is a tap. And now I'm just holding this guy. Hoping Mr. X goes for this. Boom, that's it. That's it. And now I'm trying to not go into shock. This goes on. This is me trying to not go into shock. Hey Mike, how's it going? Yeah, I got the max no death. I just got it today. This is us just watching it back. Yeah, I had to go somewhere really, like my focus level. I had to go really crazy in order to pull that off. And then I'm like, and I know like, okay, like I need to calm down, or otherwise I'm gonna go into shock like I did with Blaze. So I have to calm myself down, and I'm like having trouble doing it. Oh gosh, it's painful to watch. Here, yeah. Then I'm like, all right, dude, like don't hyperventilate, bro. Don't hyperventilate. Crazy. Thanks, Low-C LBR. It was, thanks, John C. It was such a, yeah. It was such a sloppy Mr. X fight that I pulled off. I mean, there was so much of it going wrong, and I just powered. That is, it's a little bit of luck. I got lucky in one of the sections where he, instead of coming at me and hitting me, he actually backed off, gave me time. I got lucky there. But the rest of it was me, like, just powering through it as best I could. Really just powering through that fight. I think I need to stand up. Here's where I stand up, because I'm like, my hands are like going numb. I think I start jumping up, yeah. My legs actually, once I stood up, I could feel that my legs started going numb too. Yeah, that's what happens. It's like, you know, fight or flight, and my body's like, you don't need your legs, you're not even using them. And just everything goes towards my hands and brain. That's the only thing you're using when you're playing. Yeah. Oh yeah, oh, freak out. A little bit of a freak out. Oh. Start doing the jumping jacks.